Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green, I'm right here with you, people, once again. Once again. You know what? Every time I do the countdown before my live stream, it reminds me of being on the radio. Because when you're coming out of a song, they talk, either they're talking between the songs, like you talk at the very end, that was so and so right here, and blah, 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 blah. You say what you're going to say. Basically, I'll do a mock run for you. But when you're coming out of a song, you see it counting down. And when the song is over, that's when you go and talk. So when I have this countdown, a 30-second countdown, I like it. It always reminds me of being on the air. But basically, you're coming out of a song. That was so-and-so right here on 102.5 KDON. I'm Rambro hanging out with you on a Saturday afternoon. Don't forget tickets to the blah, blah, blah concert going on next week. Right now, it's so-and-so. It's KDON. Boom. What song was it? What are you peddling? What song's coming up? That's all they need to know. Miss doing that. That was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. What's going on, everyone? See a lot of members up in this bitch. So nice. Uh-oh. Did the super chat cherry popper come from outside of America? Sure did. Sure the hell did. Miss S.S. from the UK. Appreciate it, young lady. All the way from across the pond. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Thank you very much. Hail Ming the Merciless. A gritty remake would be nice, wouldn't it? Look at these pouring in. Thank you, Rance and Shan, for the Hamilton. We see leftism at its logical endpoint. A world leader telling the world, someone's got to do something about my problems. Someone has to come help me with this war. It's Russia's fault, not mine. That reminds me of it. Maybe you're talking about the same thing. But there was a lady, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. And she had 15 kids, pregnant with their 16th, and she was on the news. The news came to her house, and she was on the news saying, somebody needs to come help me with these kids. Somebody needs to take responsibility for these kids. Bitch, that should have been you. Keep your knees together. That's how you don't get 16 damn kids. Not a man in sight. Creole lady. Thank you, miss. Thank you very much for the Hamilton. Welcome. Christian, yo, hoser. Thank you. Hey, American hoser. Maple syrup is two things: topping for breakfast and just a good time on a date night. Cheers, buddy. You damn right. Don't relegate that maple syrup to the kitchen. You take that thing in other rooms. Whatever you got to do, man. That's your house. That's your bed. Put down a tarp and get crazy. That's what I say. Sorry. Was it Snowman? I believe it was Snowman who told me. Yeah, what's up, Jericho? Did you know it's Women's History Month? Damn, we're just going from history to heritage to everybody's got a damn month except for white people. Oh, that shit was so stupid. JJ Finnegan says my stepdad was a local radio DJ. Brian King B. Falcon, he says, kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? Remember that stupid ass song by Will Smith? Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. So stupid. Even as, was I in junior high when that came out? No, I think I was in high school. I might have came out in 95, 96, 97, something like that. Man, even as a teenager, I was like, this song is fucking stupid. Oh, Will Smith. Little did we know the jackass he would become. I think even at that point, Jada Pinkett had a firm grip on his testicles. Mr. Kojak, again, thank you. Octomom was a disaster. Yeah, you remember that shit? That was like in the infantile stages of the internet. That lady who had 8 kids by herself. What doctor? If I was a doctor, I'd be like, are you married? Well, no. Well, then I'm not putting 8 babies in you, you dummy. Tommy Karate, good afternoon, JG. Let's get play. Already. All damn ready. Look at these people chomping at the play bit. Heidi Boo says, what's up, JG? I missed the show last night. Damn it, Heidi. Oh, already. Look at these people. Look at you people. You people. That's right, I said it. There we go. Yes. Yes. That's for you, Tony. Tony Hannafin. Brand new member of Green Nation. Thank you, sir. Trays up. Scoot down. One more at the cool kids table. You guys are the best. And tomorrow is going to be the first members only live stream. It looks like we're already going to have a nice little group there, but don't let that scare you. We need more. We have a big arena that needs to be filled. Devil D, all Will Smith's music sucks. I agree, except for Summertime. That's a hit, classic. But yeah, he can keep getting jiggy with it and all that. Chozo Ghost, thank you. The leg butt, that's my name for them, LMAO, are apparently planning on boycotting Hershey's chocolate over their International Women's Day wrappers. Uh-oh. Well, how? Aren't women in the alphabet soup group? They're the ones that got the, like from here down, it's just shiny. They got it all over their face. Aren't they women? Fuck, I don't know, man. That's just too confusing. Really, it should just be G. You're gay. That's what you are. My goodness. Authentically Kennedy, thank you for being here. Welcome. Bienvenue. Everything Will Smith does is stupid, except for his movie 7 Pounds. And even then, Denzel could have played the role better. Oh, hell yeah. Denzel can always play Will Smith's roles better. I'm trying to think, what's a really good Will Smith movie? Well, Bad Boys was cool back in the day, back in 95. But all the Bad Boys after that, shit. I Am Legend is cool. He has some good movies. It's just that now we know he's a woke, neutered bitch. So it kind of changes everything. Thanks a lot, Will. And Fresh Prince was cool. That was a great family-oriented TV show. Some of the things he did was great, but damn it. Then they got to open their mouth. Authentically Kennedy, thank you, miss, for the Hamilton. Hi, Jericho. Good news. AOC is being investigated by the ethics office and potentially the DOJ. Let's see if they find more than just empty Capri Sun packets in her desk. I think they will. Once they sift through, like you said, the empty Capri Sun packets, the empty Lunchable containers, and all the empty Crayola boxes, I think they'll find something. I think she is definitely one of those people, one of those empty suit politicians, one of those leftist jackasses. She is, of course, one of the 4 whores of the apocalypse. I definitely think she's suffering from being cocooned by other idiots, all these people around her, and anybody who could get her in trouble, and her superiors are all drinking the same damn Kool-Aid. So, of course, she thinks, yeah, she'll get sloppy. That's what happens when you don't fear consequence. You get sloppy. And look at all these fucking people leaving classified top secret documents on top of the microwave and shit. Of course she's going to do that. I hope they find some damning evidence. Jackasses. Brian King B. Falcon, you're right. Pursuit of Happiness. That was another good one with his little boy before he turned into a fucking weirdo. Before he fucked this kid up and made him a freak. These poor kids don't have a chance. Imagine being raised in the bowels of Hollywood. You got it, sheep will beware. That's exactly who we were talking about. Oh, God dang commies, I'll tell you what. Empty Crayola boxes because she eats them. True, I'll believe that. Is it hard to believe that AOC, Loco Cortez, is a crayon eater? No. Not at all. I bet they all got Crayola residue in their mouth. Guys, don't forget mygreengear.com. Brand new merch coming. DJ John T from Sweden. What's up, JG? Thank you, man. Our national treasure, Greta, got arrested in Norway. I hope they keep her. I missed your stream yesterday. United had a game. I'm sorry. It's all good, man. I understand. Sometimes, especially overseas, soccer's serious. I see your profile pic. No apology necessary, man. You do what you got to do. I appreciate you dropping in whenever you can. I saw that too, that little angry little environmental troll. She got carried away, and it was weird. Who carries? She's an 18, 19-year-old girl. One male officer grabbed her by the scruff of her neck and dragged her across the cobblestones. Why are they carrying her like some drunk girl they had to escort out of the bar? You had one of the dudes holding her arms and then a woman, a female officer, holding her legs under her arms like this and walking. What the fuck? Grab her, drag her across the cobblestones, and arrest her. Then they take her over and she's chanting some stupid shit. Sounds like they're chanting JFK, but I doubt they were. Some whatever language they were speaking. I guess Norwegian. Yeah. And they take her like around this corner, and then some lady comes and takes her away. So is this another, fake bullshit arrest like in Germany when the German officers were posing for pictures with her? This shit is stupid. And all these cameras around. There's like 20 cameras. Like, who the fuck is this girl? Ugh. But yeah, I heard about that little bastard. Ranson Shan again, thank you. He says the best not DeSantis Republican. Ooh, the best. I mean, I like what's his name? I can't think of it. Matt Gaetz. Yeah, I like him. He's a good one. I really like him. And the dude, McDonald, I think is his name. I like him too. There's some good ones out there. And speaking of DeSantis, we're going to talk about him because he told Disney to grab those ankles. Ooh, Disney, you got to grab your ankles. That's going to hurt, Disney. That's going to hurt bad. But enough of that. Let's give some praise. Yes. Yeah. To, I don't know, probably the funniest name to say out loud. Clown car butthole bonanza. It's one of the sillier things I've ever said in my life. Come on down this Saturday on Main Street to the Clown Car Butthole Bonanza. Bring the kids. We'll have clowns and hot dogs. Remember, 1 p.m. to 3, Clown Car Butthole Bonanza. Yeah, I'd check that out. Just what's going on at the Clown Car Butthole Bonanza. I think I'd have to drop in on that. And on to another great member who I appreciate, but with a much more tame name. That's right, guys. I'm talking about. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Talking about Poodle Amy. Thank you for becoming a member of Green Nation, along with Car Butthole Bonanza. I thank you both. Trays up, scoot it down. 2 more at the cool kids table. Thank you, Poodle Amy. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. USAF Bull retired with the Hamilton. Thank you, sir. Because if we did such things, JT would be a one-way ticket to Leavenworth. Whatever happened to leading by example? Bunch of elitist hypocrites. Yeah, they don't have to lead by example. They can lead by doing whatever the fuck they want. Because everybody, including the mainstream mediocres, who at one time, if you remember, long ago, the mainstream mediocres were a watchdog. They kept an eye on the government, and they reported to us in the evening when we returned from our day of toiling. We're getting sweat upon our brow. But now they're all working together. So now if the watchdog is now your lapdog, well, you don't got to worry about shit. What are you going to do? They won't even know because they're not going to tell them. They won't even know. We won't tell the poor bastards. We won't even know. And what they do tell us is some skewed bullshit that they got from the people they were supposed to be keeping an eye on. My goodness. Let's get some more hand claps, though. Oscar Gonzalez. Yes. Cheer. Clap. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I saw you last night in the comment section on Double Impact, where we broke down Demolition Man, which I want to talk a little bit about in a second. But I thank you, Oscar Gonzalez. You guys know what to do at this point. Trays up. Scoot it. Another one. And another one. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Another one. Hold on. Cheering section. Applauders. I hope your hands are getting tired because we got another one. Yes. Yes. I know. USAF Bull retired. Thank you for becoming a member of Green Nation. Trays up. Scoot it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Preach. So, just a little bit about Double Impact and what we talked about last night. So, we talked about the movie Demolition Man, starring Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes as Simon Phoenix. A lot of and Sandra Bullock, and you had Rob Schneider in there. You had a lot of character actors. The guy Roger Predactor, he played Roger Predactor on Ace Ventura. You have the warden from Shawshank, and it's about this cop who is, the kick-ass. You wrecked half the city. I'm tired of covering your ass. The mayor's breathing down my neck and all that kind of shit. That classic 80s, 90s badass cop, captain, yelling, screaming captain relationship. And it was the same guy who played the captain in Lethal Weapon, which I believe is Joel Silver. So he's a kick-ass cop. He takes down Simon Phoenix, but some people get killed. So him and Simon Phoenix get cryogenically frozen. And then fast forward 36 years, it takes place in 96. Fast forward 36 years, it's 2032. Simon Phoenix gets freed, and he's a murderous, psychotic maniac. He gets freed. He's loose in this new world, it's called San Angeles. There was a big earthquake, so they combined San Diego and Los Angeles. Now it's San Angeles. And so Simon Phoenix is running around, murdering, killing, doing what he did in 96, except the world now is this utopian, everybody walks around wearing like Jedi kimono outfits, and all the cars go, it's very space age, futuristic. What do they say? What's the greeting they say to each other? Oh, when they say goodbye, they say, "Be well." And there's no human contact. There's no shaking hands. There's no kissing. There's no having a baby without a license. There's no sugar, tobacco, coffee, cigarettes, alcohol. They cut out all of those things. They deemed them bad for you, so they were outlawed, and they controlled your speech, what you can say and what you can think. Wait a minute. Am I still describing a movie that came out in 1993, or am I describing 2023? Because after talking about it, and watching the movie, you realize that movie is foreshadowing. That's an hour and 45 minutes of a Simpsons episode predicting what's going to happen. We're living in Demolition Man. This is what they want to turn it into, where we say these things are bad for you, so you can't have them. You have no more personal choice. We're going to make that choice for you. There's no more sex. They put on these headsets and sit across from each other and have this VR sex where they're not touching. It's just these images in your mind. The kind of shit they want to do right now. We're in Demolition Man. They want to make it this utopian pussy world where you can't touch each other. There's no more violence. I'm not saying we should have violence, but you can't sanitize humans. Humans are fucked up and disgusting, vile parasites on this earth. I know. But you can't sanitize that. You can't legislate perfection. But in Demolition Man, they did. And then in order to get the old things like a beer and a hamburger, you got to go literally underground. Dennis Leary led this pack of underground resistance who were living the old way. And Dennis Leary, what a great part he played in that. Dennis Leary was the man in the 90s. Remember that song? He had a song called I'm an Asshole, where he was basically flipping the bird. He was ahead of the curve. Where's our Dennis Leary? Where's our comedian to say, Fuck you. You're not going to tell me what I can't have. Dennis Leary said, he would say shit like, you can't tell me I can't smoke cigarettes. I'm going to smoke 4 cigarettes at a time while I'm eating a hamburger and I'm wrapped in bacon watching a porno flick at a football game. You couldn't tell him shit. That's right, Chozo Ghost. I'm an asshole, yo. That song was hilarious. Where is our Dennis Leary? Where are the comedians? Again, politics is downstream from pop culture. We got to get the arts right so we can fix these stupid ass politicians. Hollywood is up their ass to the bristle. Hollywood is in their ass to the nuts. Where are they? Where are our comedians to flip the bird to the establishment? Dennis Leary was the shit. James Lomangino, yeah, they all sold out. They sure did. Now they're all a bunch of bitches. But we're in Demolition Man, guys. We're in Demolition Man. Spiky Man is Patrice O'Neal. He was the last baddest, and he's gone. Patrice O'Neal is dead. Charlie Murphy's dead. Dennis Leary, he's not dead, but I don't know if he's going to get back in the comedy game. Shit, man. But that movie, and it's so stupid that Hollywood doesn't get it. There's a blueprint for you. And Tom Cruise, he got it. He made Maverick. Here's what people want. People want testosterone. They want action. They want America to win. That's what people want in their action movies. Muscles, guns, titties. Maverick didn't have that. But the blueprint has been laid out for you. The template is there. The template. I hate when people say template. It's template. It's right there. This is what people want. They don't want the men to be emasculated by the female counterpart. Fuck out of here. Oh my goodness, these movies are so fucking dumb. There's like a pack of these movies out on like Netflix and shit where it's these group of female badass international assassins. Get the fuck out of here. Women are not violent by nature. Take that atomic blonde shit somewhere else. No 6-foot beautiful woman is going to be icing her knuckles in a glass of whiskey after a fight. Grandmaster play. Thank you. Like Huggies, I'm a cool kid now. Mommy, wow. Ba, 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 ba. I'm a big kid now. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And that's another thing we were talking about last night. The late 90s gave us some good commercials. Remember 7-Up Yours? Make 7-Up Yours. Remember Real Men of Genius? Real Men of Genius. For Bud Light. You guys remember it was a corn nuts. You know, we've all had corn nuts before. You need to have the mouth of a grazer. You need to have the mouth of a cow or a deer to eat corn nuts, or you're losing a filling. Anyway, corn nuts had an ad campaign in the mid to late 90s, and it was called Bust a Nut. It says, bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself. We won't tell. That's what the commercial said. Man, bring me that shit back. Bring it back. Leonard S., thank you. He says, is there anybody that both sides trust? I don't think so. Maybe there are people that both sides should trust, but I don't think they actually do. Well, my alarm, remember to take out the trash can. Jericho, remember to take out all 3 trash cans to the curb. I don't want to hear no more about green anything. We're already green as fuck. I got to take 3 trash cans to my curb. Big Dan T, thank you. This analogy works even better because I'm pretty sure I saw Sylvester Stallone eating a rat burger just the other day. that in the movie, he's literally underground, like in the sewer systems, and he's getting a cold beer and a burger. And then Lenina Huxley, Sandra Bullock's character, says, "Do you see any cows around here?" And he asks the lady in Spanish, "What kind of meat is this?" She says, "Rata." And he's like, "Yeah, well, fuck it, I already ate it, so it's delicious." It took his beer and left. Robin Spielman, she says, "Hi, Jericho. I'll flip them the bird. Flip them both. Give them all the birds you got, Robin, because they deserve it." Yeah, exactly, Chris Law. It says, "You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal morality statute." In the movie, they had these monitors, these microphones, and if you cussed, you would be fined, and it would spit out the little citation out of this little machine. They were literally monitoring what you said in real time out in public. Damn, behind your keyboard, out in public, talking to your friends, talking to other people. If you cussed, it would go, "You are fined 1 credit, blah, blah, blah," and it would spit out the citation. You telling me there's no people in the government who would want that? There are no people in the government who would want to control what comes out of your mouth? Literally? I think so. I think they exist. And I don't even have a tinfoil hat on. But let's welcome some people in, shall we? Boom, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Yeah. Salty Dog 339. He's a member. You member of Green Nation. Thank you, man. Trey's up. Scoot it. We got another. Wait. Don't sit down yet. No. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. We got another one. Stand up. Stay up. Yes. Grandmaster Play. Give it to him. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Hold on, guys. Don't sit down yet. Don't sit down. We got one more cool kid at the cool kids table. You know her. You love her. Joyce Decker. Yes. Thank you, miss. I sure appreciate it. All right. Now you guys can sit down at the cool kids table. I think that's the last new member for now. Analog, I don't care. I think that's what it stands for. Thank you. Hey, this isn't the mall. What did I just buy? Hey, who are you people taking me back to the home? Oh, if only he would go to a home. If only he would go to a home. And I just saw this, Authentically Kennedy. Thank you for spelling out in emojis and some letters, clown car, butthole, bonanza. Thank you. In case you guys are wondering how that sounds phonetically, Authentically Kennedy took the time to spell it out for you. That's what I love about you guys. That's what I love about you. Oh, man. I'm right there with you, Mousy. Says my dirty mouth would keep me in hot water. Me too. I should just stand by the machine and just gather the tickets as they come out because I'm going to let some fly. Especially in public. What the fuck? You're out talking. You're just living. Nope. Fine. You will be fined. You tax-paying piece of garbage. Sorry, guys. I know you guys just sat down at the cool kids table, but you got to stand up one more time. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Alien Robot Ghost, for becoming a member of the Green Nation. Trey's up. Scoot it. That's right, Creole Lady. We're expanding the class. We're going to need a bigger boat. Grandmaster Play again. Thank you. Being a Green Nation member is better than being a Green Nation member. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say that because you know, Grandmaster Player, we love authenticity here. Being a Green Nation member is better than being a Green Nation member. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Shout out to Fetterneck, man. What the fuck? What's going on? Should we check again? We checked at the beginning of the week. Let's see. Fetterman update. What's going on, man? What's going on, new senator for Pennsylvania? Looks like the newest update we got is from 2 days ago. Yeah, and that's the same one. So no, nothing new. Nothing new out of the Fetterneck camp, neck buddy, whatever you want to call him. Oh, let's see. Let's see if his wife is still in Canada. Wife, Canada. Boom. Nothing new. John Fetterman's wife, Giselle, says family forced to flee to Canada. Shut the fuck up. Because of the media storm you created, you jackass. So nothing new on the Fettermans. He's still fighting depression, and she's still across the border with her youngins. Because as we know, when a man is facing deep depression, the best thing to do is take his children. James Salter, look at you. Get over here, man. Come on down here. That's right, James. Come on down the red carpet. You are the newest member of Green Nation, and I thank you, man. Trays up. Scoot it. That's right, Creole lady. Hello. Good night. Hello, everybody. Yeah, good night. Oh, John, you say good night at the end. Oh, I'm sorry. Neck buddy didn't tell me. Oh, John. I thought you knew that you were supposed to say good night at the end. Everybody knows that, John. That's Neck buddy giving him the play-by-play. The play-by-play. I beat you guys to it. I knew somebody was going to say that. Uh-oh, here we go. From across the pond, Nicole Thomas, mother-to-be. Nicole Thomas and her husband are going to have their first baby next month. Woo. That day is fast approaching, isn't it, Nicole? Get your walks in, your quality time, you know. And your baby's package is still on the way. I have not forgotten about you and that future Green Nation member. Thank you, Nicole Thomas. Trays up, people. Scoot it. Scoot on down. Thank you. So, people, what the heck? What's going on? Oh yeah, the title. Bend over, Mickey. I love it, guys. You guys know I have a vacation home on the low road. And I love to see these woke bitches fall. I love to see them get kicked in the wallet. What I really love is when they open their mouth and say some stupid shit that draws attention to them and begins their destruction. Because if Disney would have kept their mouth shut, if you would have just took a sip from that tall glass of shut the fuck up, you wouldn't be in a $700 million predicament. Stupid. Couldn't do it, could you? Couldn't keep your mouth shut. You had to sound off. You had to say that Florida has a don't say gay bill. That's not true. What the bill was about was giving rights to the parents, saying you can't teach our young kids perverted shit. You can't teach them about sex ed and using dildos and Ku Klux trans members when they're 8. Yeah, now I remember long ago when we didn't have to say these things out loud. I know, I sound like an old curmudgeon, but bring back those days when we didn't have to tell the school, hey, don't talk about perverted shit in front of my kids. Reading, writing, arithmetic, that's where it stops. Put an electric fence around that. You can't go outside of these barriers. Anything outside of this, any heavy lifting, any heavy topics, mom and dad will take care of it. Thank you. fuck off. But Florida was put in a position where they needed to make that law. Disney opened up their stupid mouth, and now it's going to cost them $700 million. Oh, I guess I should have kept my mouth shut. You idiot. $700 million because you couldn't shut up. That's what you get. That's what you get, you stupid ass. Oh, fondookie. Thank you. One of my favorite words is dookie. And if you haven't heard that story, we had neighbors back in the day who had a little brown pit. It was mixed with something. It was a pit, something else. It was little, but it was named Dookie. And it was really funny when our neighbors would be looking for it because he had a habit of running away. And so they would be out there in their front yard yelling for him, Dookie, Dookie. And until you've heard a family yelling Dookie at the same time, you haven't lived. That shit was funny. And we lived in a canyon, so it would echo. Dookie, Dookie, Dookie. Remember that song, Dookie Booty? I got a big old Dookie booty. She got a big old Dookie booty. Dookie booty. Dookie booty. Dookie booty. I'm telling you, people. I didn't write the song, but it's a real song. So Disney couldn't keep their mouth shut, and now they're going to pay financially. Yes. Stupid. And the U.S. Senate, they unanimously passed a bill calling for the declassification of the sweet and sour sniffles intel, meaning who was the U.S. government communicating with in China? Where did it come from? What's going on? So if the Senate passes it unanimously, then that means, of course, since it's Republican dominant, the House will do the same. But then it has to go to, what's his name? You know, fucking butterscotch pudding in his diaper, that guy. So we'll see. But it's good to know that it passed unanimously in the Senate. Oh, hold on. That. Guys, don't worry. Sean Penn says we don't need to be concerned about nuclear weapons. And this is what else he had the nerve to say, is Ukraine needs more. They need more. We haven't done enough. The nerve. We've given Ukraine more than $200 billion in military aid and equipment. And not to mention money to keep their government running. So it's not just military supplies and bullets and tanks and planes and missiles and everything you need in a let's fight a war kit. We've also given them money to keep their government running, to pay their salaries, to keep their infrastructure up and running. Our infrastructure is failing, but let's make sure Ukraine's is doing A-OK. More than $200 billion, way more than everybody else. Raquita Johnson, welcome. Way more than anybody else. And he got up there and fixed his disgusting, I'm sure, perverted Hollywood mouth and said that we need to do more. Oh. Okay. You little bastard. And then, are you guys ready for a slap in the face? Are you ready for our government to walk up to us with some white gloves and go pish posh and slap you across the face? Okay. Biden's trip to the war zone in Kiev. Remember? He flew over East Palestine, Ohio, flipping the bird out the window. Yeah, is that them down there? Fuck you, right? Went over to Kiev, where the fuck? I don't care. He went over to see the Ukrainian cokehead. Fuck you, East Palestine. Zelensky, baby, here I come, right? And we heard the air raid sirens. And I mentioned in that live stream how dangerous, why would you send the resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to a war zone that is so active that you have air raid sirens going on, meaning it's imminent. There's bombs are coming, missiles, they're coming, they're in flight. Take shelter. And he's so I mentioned, how dangerous is it? If you're sending him over there, how dangerous could it be? And again, going back to Ben Stiller with the visit, Sean Penn, and all these other C-list jackasses, and Nancy Pelosi and her contingency, her contingents. But it turns out that could have been some bullshit. It turns out that we could have been lied to. So you mean you left an American town hanging that needs you, that needed your aid and your support. That's what they get. But you fly over to Kiev, whatever the fuck it's called, and they're air raid sirens. But it turns out that those air raid sirens might have been just for his visit. Because there's, and I'll show you the footage, there's a reporter who was on the ground who had been there for 5 days, and he hadn't heard the air raid sirens until Biden arrived. Uh-oh. And then I have something to show you at a European girls soccer game, Anger Blood Time, and then some drag queens are dancing in front of children. Well, dancing. Part of it was dancing. The other part of it was some guy suspended in the air by ribbons doing some Cirque du Soleil shit in front of these children. And who I really want to breathe fire on till they're burnt crisp is not so much the drag queens. Even though you're sick fucks for dancing like this in front of kids, there would be no kids to dance in front of if their stupid ass, disgusting mamas didn't bring them. There are a crowd of women with their babies and their children watching this bullshit. So they're the real problem. That's who the real problem is. The parents who are fucked up enough to bring their kids to this nonsense. Because I don't live everywhere. I only live in California, and I know in California, you have to be at least 16 years old to drive. So that means that those babies were brought there by somebody. You took them there. These elementary school age kids and shit. Somebody brought them there. All right, this isn't an 80s movie where one kid, they steal a car, and one kid's working the pedals, and the other one's doing the steering. That's only in movies. In real life, adults have to take children places. That shit is absolutely disgusting. Space Truckin' LLC. Thank you. Sean Plem. Eat a hot, steamy bag of knob cheese. Big ups, JG. Big ups, respect. You know, I wouldn't have a problem with that if I saw Sean Penn there eating an entire bag of knob cheese. And like Frog, why that shit? Force feed him that bag of knob cheese. Raquita Johnson, I saw a father in that video with his child. How do you find it in your soul to bring your child there? The one that I'm talking about, the newer one, I didn't see any dads there. But if there are, believe me, I will give them the business too. Because you're a bitch ass. You're a bitch ass dude if you bring your child there. Take a car antenna to the back of his legs till I tell you to stop. But Raquita, they're just as stupid and they're just as big a piece of shit as the moms if they take their children there. Like, why? Why would you put these images in front of your children? Come on, dog. Are you serious? Are you serial? Oh, and there's some new George Kirby news. I mean, George Floyd. I'm just going off of what Nancy said. She said, thanks for dying, George Kirby. But there's new George Kirby news. So where do we begin? You know what? Oh, let's shit on Disney. That sounds like fun. Who wants to take a shit on Disney? They've done their best to shit on us. So it says DeSantis cements takeover of Disney's special Florida district and reveals clash with company executives in his new book, his new tell-all. Oh, I love it. Okay. So there we go. DeSantis. Oh, wait. DeSantis signs law to put Disney district under Florida state control. See? You should have just sat back, kept your lips together. You'd be sitting pretty, Disney. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday signed a bill that gives him control of Walt Disney World's self-governing district, punishing the company over its opposition to the so-called Don't Say Gay bill, which was bullshit. But should you say gay in the classroom of elementary school age kids? No. The bill requires DeSantis, a Republican, to appoint a 5-member board to oversee the government services that the Disney district provides in its sprawling theme park properties in Florida. Today, the corporate kingdom finally comes to an end, he said, at a bill signing ceremony in Lake Buena Vista. There's a new sheriff in town, and accountability will be the order of the day. Shit. The signing came as DeSantis gears up for an expected presidential run and marks a high-profile legislative victory for a governor who's leveraging a cultural and political divides as he pushed him has pushed him to the fore of national Republican politics. Is he gonna, man? Don't do it, Ron. Don't run for president now. Chill. Stay in Florida till 2028. This weekend, DeSantis hosted a retreat with some prominent Republican donors and members of Congress, the latest sign of his anticipated run for the White House in 2024. DeSantis moderated panel discussions centered around immigration, sweet and sour sniffles, and the Florida blueprint that he says is a 19-point re-election win in 2022 could provide for the rest of the country. So hold on. The takeover of Disney District began last year when the entertainment giant facing intense pressure publicly opposed the Don't Say Gay, which bars instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade and lessons deemed not age appropriate. Why is this a thing? Why does this need to be said out loud? What is going on here? Of course, you don't talk about those types of things with children unless you're a pervert. Golly. DeSantis moved to quickly to penalize. There's too many twos in there. DeSantis moved quickly to penalize the company, directing lawmakers in GOP-dominated legislature to dissolve Disney's self-governing district during a special legislation session, beginning a closely watched reconstruct. Oh, this shit's small. A closely watched restructuring process. DeSantis and the other Republican critics of Disney slammed the company for coming out against the education law, calling it a purveyor of woke ideology that injected inappropriate subjects into children's entertainment. Yes, Disney, you did that. This month, the governor called on lawmakers to return to the Capitol for another special session to finalize state control of the district, as well as approve legislation around some of the other key legislative priorities on immigration and voter fraud. In taking on Disney, DeSantis furthered his reputation as a culture warrior willing to battle perceived political enemies. Hold on, let's get to the money. Okay, the creation of the self-governing district was instrumental in Disney's decision to build near Orlando in the 60s. The company had told the state it planned to build a futuristic city that can include a transit system and urban planning innovations. So the company needed autonomy in building and deciding how to use the land. The futuristic city never materialized and instead morphed into a second theme park that opened in 1982. So you lied, Disney. Disney. So, get rid of that. Here we go. Where is it? There we go. So the governor's staff says under the proposed legislation, Disney will no longer control its own government and will be responsible for their $700 million in outstanding debts. That's the only thing they understand. These corporations, these woke bitch ass corporations, only understand money. Yes. DeSantis repeals a $1.2 billion tax hike he imposed during last year. Damn, 700 million. You fucked up, Disney. Don't you guys love to hear that? Don't you guys love to hear when the woke get fucked? When they have to bend over and beg and plead for somebody else to use lubrication on them? Oh, please. Oh, be gentle. Oh, use some KY. No, Mickey, you don't get KY because you didn't give us KY when you were fucking us over, poisoning our kids, putting that Ku Klux Trans alphabet soup group bullshit into children's programming, taking away our ability to put our kids in front of the TV for a little bit and leave the room. We can't do that anymore. Because as soon as we step out of the room, a bunch of dildos are going to show up on the screen and people are going to start making out with each other. Or something worse. So no, Mickey, we're not doing that. You're going to take this raw. You're going to take it dry, Mickey. Oh, please. No, Mickey. You weren't gentle to us. You didn't lube it up for us. You didn't give us a heads up. You just did it. And if we said anything, you're going to team up with politicians to fuck with us. No, Mickey, I'm sorry. Grab your ankles, Mickey Mouse. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC, see you later. KEY. Why? Because you did it to us first, you little bastard. MOUSC. Fuck you, Mickey, and your people. Oh, please, Florida. Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, keep going, Florida. I like it. Fucking bastards. 700 million. Give it up. Ooh. How about this, guys? In a perfect world, they have to pay 700 million. You know they have it, but they don't want to pay it. They don't want to pay it. We're not going to pay you for it. You can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And then it turns out, well, if you don't pay us, or since you didn't pay us, now we own X, Y, and Z, or now we can take over X, Y, and Z. How great would that be? Fonduki, thank you. Shout out to my dudes, Jericho and ABL. Keep killing it, man. Oh, ABL, that's my boy. We text back and forth every once in a while. He's a cool dude. I like ABL. He's helped me a lot, like with tech shit or, questions about how to run a channel or anything. Anything I go to ABL with, he always has time for me. He always has an answer for me. Very intelligent dude. I consider him a friend. Jamar Gilliard, why would you say that? He said ankles to the ears, Minnie. Oh, please, Florida. Oh, just do it to me, not Minnie. Vegas Baller. Yeah, my boy B. Tatum, too. Both my boys. Oh, thank you, Kim Davis. Fucking assholes. Good job, Ron. But don't run for president, Ron. Stay in Florida. Let Trump do what he's going to do. You sit back in the wings. 2028. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how sad and how upset and angry the left would be to go from Trump to 8 years of DeSantis? Oh, that's too sweet. That's too sweet. Take it away. Take it away. It's too damn sweet. I can't. It'll give me cavities and make my teeth hurt. I can't indulge in that. That'd be too damn sweet. Take it. Get it out of here. Trump, 12 years. Trump and then 8 of DeSantis. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, stupid ass Disney. Oh, why? Because you're a bitch, Disney. That's why. Let's see. Insta. I actually had to remember that song on the fly. You know how long it's been since I sang the Mickey Mouse theme? Oh, okay. Let me show you guys something to get you all upset this afternoon. You guys are in a good mood, huh? No, not anymore. Not anymore, you're not. So, this shit here. This shit right here. This here. So, let's talk about these gross, disgusting bitches who brought their children to see this. Shall we? We shall. And Raquita Johnson, I will scour the audience for a father if this is even the same video we're talking about, because I remember there was a video that came out last year where they were at a bar and there were a bunch of elementary school kids in there and there was a dad standing there with a baby. I saw that piece of shit. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, so hold up. Stop it right there. Is that a dude right there? Let me see. Oh, that looks like a dude. Hold on, let's see if it goes back to him. Look at this shit here. What the? Look at these bitches clapping. Jericho, don't call women bitches, okay? These are bitches. You took your children to watch a half-naked dude shake his dick in front of your children. You're a bitch. Look at him clapping. Yay. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to post this on my social media so everybody tells me how inclusive and progressive I am, that I'm taking my baby to a live action porno. You sick bitches, all of you. Let me see if that is a dude. Oh, there he is, a dude right there. I bet you that dude wears capri pants and Toms, guaranteed. Look at that son of a bitch. That is a man. You piece of shit. How, as a man, do you take your child to see that bullshit? Now, I'm not saying when that guy walks out in the parking lot that you should do this. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it should at least be considered because you took your child to this bullshit. Look at him. What? This dude's ass cheeks are out. He looks like Prince with them assless leather pants. This dude's ass cheeks are out and he has his dick in a sock. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at that. Look at that little baby. Look at these children. Look at these fucking women taking their children. The kids can't experience this if their own parents don't fuck them over. You are hurting your children for what? Look at these sick fucks. What the fuck is that? Look at this shit. I think that might be a dude right there too. Dude, straight vasectomies and hysterectomies all around. You can't do this to more kids. Everybody in this room has forfeited their right to parenthood. You need to get a vasectomy or hysterectomy and hand your baby over to the nearest authorities. What the fuck is this? Look at that. That dude's, you just saw that dude's dick. They can tell if he's circumcised or not. Yo, that is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. That dude's ass cheeks. That dude's ass cheeks were out in front of these children and their sick ass, fucked up moms and their bitch ass dad sitting over there. Golly. That dude probably has some remote control. That father sitting over here on the side, I guarantee you he has a remote controlled pleasure device up his ass right now. Look at that son of a bitch. Man, that is some sick shit, man. Like if I come home and find out my wife took my kids to something like that, we might have to rethink our union. We might not be able to do this anymore. We might have to, well, I was going to say call it quits, but we ain't calling it quits. I didn't quit. You fucked up. What? Wow. So much heat is put on the local government to allow this in the libraries. How can you allow this at your events and the drag queens or the perverts, the groomers, whatever these fuckers are called? But it's the parents. The library, whatever venue this is, they can say this day, this time we're having drag queen pervert hour, whatever they want to call it. And then the drag queens, they can show up. But they have nobody to perform for, nobody to indoctrinate unless the parents bring them. Bruh. I'm just... I mean, what else? What else is there to do? Let me stop. I know some of you guys probably eat meals or just did, so I don't want to make you puke. What kind of sick, fucked up shit is that? Like, all of you parents should be beaten. All of those parents should be flogged. What? You remember that scene from Glory where Denzel ran off and they caught his ass and he got whipped? That's what should happen to those parents. Don't start crying now, lady. Oh, I know you're sorry and you shouldn't have. Grab onto it. Hold on to that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You should have never taken your child in there to watch these deviant perverts shake their genitals in their face. Turn around, stop crying, and hold on tight. Because we're going to beat this shit out of you. We're going to beat whatever this need is for you to get adulation from these sick perverts you roll with. We're going to go ahead and beat it out of you. And that's just for the ladies. The fathers, take your feet, spread them shoulder width apart. Turn around. Shut up. No. I know. It's going to hurt. Yeah, you should have thought about it. Feet shoulder width apart. Turn around. Hand me that steel toe boot. Thank you. Now, I'm going to take 3 steps back, and then I'm going to kick your balls up into your sternum because that's what you deserve. You brought your kid to this shit. A woman is more likely to do something like this. Women are more understanding. They're more caring. Well, I see it from a different angle. It's just entertainment. Obviously, being that it was overwhelmingly on the majority women in that room, women are more likely to do something like that. Obviously, men are too, but much less likely. Okay? But as a man, you did that? Bruh, I'm going to kick your nuts up into your fucking shoulder blades right now. Shut up. Turn around. Hand her your keys and your phone. I don't want to hear it. Kick them nuts to the top floor. You son of a bitch. That's right, Teron Isaac. 60-yard field goal. I'm giving it all I got. Put me in, coach. I'm about to leave it all out on the field. Golly, man. I'm not saying you should, but it'd be cool if somebody... We'll leave it at that, huh? We will leave it at that. Ugh, okay, we're not done yet. I got one more for you. I got one more. Hold on. In the same vein as this, there's a girls' soccer game somewhere in Europe. You can tell by their accent. They're speaking English, but it's an accent. I don't know if it was in Scotland or Ireland or something like that. Where is it? Somewhere like that. And these girls, where is it? Hold on. Okay. Got it. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Let me give you some sound. See if we can hear what they're saying.
Girls, come around this way. So line up the high master, we'll face that way. Got a big line of people. You girls go that way. Come this way.
Look at that. Not one parent out there saying, what the fuck is this? Time out. What are you doing? Why are you holding that flag? Clapping. This perversion cannot take hold without the help of parents. Brought to you by weak-ass parents sleep at the wheel. Come this way. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad? Parents clapping. If I showed up to my daughter's sporting event, and she is walking out to this flag, I'm going to walk out on that field or on that court. I'm going to take my daughter by her hand, and we are done. We're not done for today. We're done with this team. We're going to turn in your gear, and we are finished with this fucking team. You mean to tell me all of those poor girls have at least one fucked up parent in their household that would allow this to happen? Are you kidding me? There's no way. Why is there not a huge group of parents walking out on that field and taking their children away instead of standing there clapping, supporting this shit? And you know all of those girls don't support that. I bet you all of those girls don't even understand that. They don't even know what they're doing. And you hear the parents out there clapping, cheering this bullshit on, man. First of all, I'll be mad as fuck that you got my kids anywhere near this nonsense. Second of all, I'm pissed because I got up this early in the morning just to leave early. Shit. You're out of your fucking mind. How come you don't see high school kids doing this? How come you don't see people in college doing this? Why? Because they're too old to be fooled by this nonsense. They're too old. It's too late. They're getting them young. Junior high, elementary school, their minds can still be manipulated to do this. Why do we always see this shit with little kids? That shit is horrible. Clapping. We're going. We're getting the fuck out of here. We are finished. You will no longer play sports for this disgusting league. Not one parent went out there. Doomed. Cuban being. Thank you. Love the name. Thanks for the Hamilton. Because most parents are cowards. Most people are. Up to us to be out-of-pocket people. I don't understand. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? Is a soccer coach going to come over and beat you up? What the fuck? Go out there, grab your kid, and get the fuck out of there. And then whoever's the head of this bullshit, I will be talking to you immediately following. Are you crazy? They must be. They must be. And you weak-ass parents are the worst ones. Who's worse? The wolf that eats the sheep or the sheep herder who opens the fence? Because a wolf is going to wolf. You know that. That's why you're supposed to keep him away from the wolf, because you already know what that motherfucker's about. You know what that wolf's going to do. So who's worse? I would say it's the sheep herder, the shepherd, who opened the gate and let him in. I don't get it, man. How do you sit there as a parent and watch your child walk out there with that bullshit fucking flag? And you notice they combine both of them. The Ku Klux Klans and the Alphabet Soup group have combined to just one big fucked up group now. Woke Jakikis Apinko. I hope I said that right. End gay adoptions. Yeah, I don't support that shit either. I think that's selfish. I think I know that it takes more than just, oh, they'll be loved and they'll have material stuff. It takes more than that to raise a child. So no, that doesn't mean, oh, you're going to love them and you have money? Cool, take this child, you two dudes or you two women. No, that's fucked up. You're putting that child at a disadvantage. You're submerging that child in weird shit that they're not capable to deal with. No, you don't get a kid. Sorry. You don't get one. That's fucking weird. Like, what the hell's going on here? Love and material things is not everything a child needs. It's not. They need to be taught certain lessons. They need to see certain things. And two gay parents cannot give it to them. That's very selfish. You know damn good and well a child's best shot in life is a mother and a father. You know that. And any variation of that, that's not the business. And that goes for people who purposely, and this shit really happens, people who purposely and intentionally raise their kid in a single parent home. Stop the bullshit. Don't come to me with, well, what if the dad left or he died? No shit. Did I have to say that? Puppies are cute and the sun is hot. Got it. We know that. You know who I'm talking about. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about intentionally going into a situation and raising your kids in a single parent home. That is fucked. Actually, if you want to get really real, it's single mothers. Because studies have shown if a child is with just their father, if the single parent is a father, the child has just about the same outcome and the same chances as being raised with a mother and a father. Now, that's not to say that a mother is less, but they're different. Mothers and fathers are different. Mothers are usually softer with their kids and more lenient. Dad is usually the heavy. Dad is more likely to tell you, you'll be all right. Put some dirt on it. Mommy's going to bring you in the house. She's going to clean it up. She's going to kiss you. She's going to give you a snack and let you watch TV for 10 minutes before she sends you back outside. That's the truth. And that's okay. We need that. We need that balance against a father because the father's more brash. He's less patient, shorter fuse. You need that balance. That's why you need mom and dad. That's why it took mom to lay there and dad to go, woo, right? So any variation other than that, to intentionally do that to your child is fucked. Jay Reason, what up, man? What up, man? Thank you for the Hamilton, bruh. Says, hey, dads, I've been meaning to ask both of you, how do I go about getting a wife with traditional values? Oh, man, they're out there. It's all about where you look, man. Don't go to the bar. Don't go to the club. You're not going to find fine dining in the dumpster. Look in the places. How do I put this? Look in the places that you would want that woman to be. Look for a woman who takes care of herself, a woman who doesn't, number one, don't got no damn kids. If you're trying to start your own family, find a woman that don't got no damn kids, don't got no baby daddies, I should say. Yeah, no baby daddies, number one. But you know that, Jay Reason. You know that. But just look in the places you would want a woman to be. And a woman who is okay with being a woman. Concuss says taco stands. I'm sure there's some good women at taco stands. Shit. But a woman that shares your values, a woman who's okay with being a woman, a woman who's okay with you being a man. They're out there. You just got to look for them. They do exist. Thankfully, Jamar Gilliard says, get your passport. Yeah, man. You can look other places, foreign women that come from that traditional upbringing. You might find them there. But thankfully, there are American women who haven't bought into the boss bitch. I can do it all by myself. I'm independent. Because if you're all those things, why are you looking for a man? You're checking all the boxes I would check for you. So why are we doing this? Straight men don't want to be with other men. Straight men don't want masculine energy. We already have it. We want feminine energy. We want you to be our counterbalance. We want you to be our peace. We want you to give us a home to come to. And it's not about no fucking woman. You better get in that damn kitchen. You're going to remain barefoot and pregnant. That's not what I'm talking about. Find a woman who relishes in her role as a woman. And that will help you be a better man. Because that'll be all you can do is be a man, because she's taking care of all the other things. She's not trying to infringe on your, manhood. Raquita Johnson says, I really love being a woman. My mom ingrained that in me from a young age. I think it's nice when my mom makes my dad's plates. Yeah, it's not, that's that third wave feminist bullshit. That doing something nice for your man is your man being in control. Like he gets the plate and he's like, yeah, that's right, bitch. No. But it's nice. Especially if he's been out working all day, providing all of this, especially if you have a house with an echo in it. But that's why you have to find a woman who relishes her role, who is excited to be a woman, which lets you be a man. And they exist. How about Raquita Johnson right there? She's proof that they exist. Let me get to these super dupers. Snowman, how do you do your Southern accent? I don't know, man. I just do. I just fucking do it, Snowman. Shit, brother. Well, there's that one right there. Well, there ain't even bring it down here, you son of a bitch. I just do whatever comes naturally, whatever comes to mind. Coors beer. Golden, Colorado. Did you come home from a long day's work driving your pickup truck and chasing cattle? Well, you come on home and that hot woman's gonna bring you a nice cold beer. I tell you what, woman, I need 3 things: a hot woman, a warm meal, and a cold beer. I don't know how I do it, Snowman. I just do. Cuban being, Sling Blade. Eat more, I reckon. Them French fried potatoes. Yo, he fucked Dwight Yoakam up with that lawnmower blade, didn't he? He walked up to him and said, Dwight Yoakam, you deserve that shit. You're an asshole. Joe Biden, Captain Brain Cell, thank you. Joe had to get his heart restarted after him and Jill had a bump and grind session on Valentine's. Do not put bump and grind after those two people's names ever again. Okay? Thank you. That was disgusting. Rex Rocker, thank you. While you were stationed at Naval Weapons Station Earl, my father worked there fixing submarine parts and stuff. Maybe you met him one day. Maybe I did, man. Maybe I did. Earl Naval Weapons Station in Colts Neck, New Jersey. I remember one time walking to the front gate of the base, and it was like late November or something. No, it was like January, late January, some shit like that. I remember walking up to the front gate and looking across the street, and there were like these trees and shit. And I just remember looking at the trees like, fuck, it's cold. I was so mad. I don't know that moment stuck in my mind, but I was so damn mad because it was so fucking cold. Jay Reason, thank you again, man, for the Hamilton. He says, bro, I'm so mad. Y'all didn't get my joke. Two men can't tell a boy how to get a woman. Oh, yeah, I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is true. They can tell him how to get that dick, but they can't tell him how to get that clam. And that's the thing. Most likely, that boy is gonna be straight. So what are you gonna tell him? What moment? What moment does a father treasure more than the day he gets to tell his son, to give his son advice about women? Dad, there's this girl. What do I do? What do I say to her? You look forward to that day. You look forward to putting your son up on game. You look forward to the day that you can impart your wisdom on your son. You have experience. Chances are you've been married to his mom for a long time, so you know a thing or two about women, and you can't wait to give your son better advice than you got. And for your son to go into your room or the living room, wherever you are, and say, dads, there's this girl I like. What do I say to her? And they're like, fuck, I don't know. Ask your, I don't know, call your aunt. No, she's a lesbian too. She would know, yeah. She knows what to say to a girl. She's married to a girl. I'm sorry, I can't help you. You shouldn't have to outsource that as a father. You shouldn't have to outsource that conversation. But if you got two dudes, you got two dads, and they're all about that baloney pony, they don't know. They only know what you know. You can Google, you can watch a movie. They don't know shit. They don't know nothing from real life experience. They just know helmets. They just know helmets and docking. That's all they know. And you're going to rob your son of that experience, that bonding moment with his father? Terrible. Cuban being, thank you again. Both my parents beat the ever-loving shit out of me together. LMAO, I thank them for it. To be honest, my parents did too. I was a regular passenger on the ass-whooping express. That's just how it was. My dad would fuck me up. My mom did. The last ass whooping I got, both my parents whooped my ass as a team. So, yeah, man. Love takes many different forms. I feel so bad that I didn't get the joke, Jay Reason. What can you do? What can you do, huh? What can you do? Yeah, Cuban being my dad too. When they had the belts hanging on the back, on the inside of the door, on the door handle of their bedroom. So when you close it, you hear the belts knock up against the door. Pick one. Choose your weapon of destruction. Yeah, Wetworks 57. It was a straight tag team match. Sure was. Sure was. And they were, I don't know how many and oh, because I never won. I never fucking won. Oh, let's check this shit out. Bastard. You lying sack of shit, you. That one, and that one. There it is. Well. Bidenus pervertus, our grandpa in chief. Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. Oh, you sick piece of shit. Oh, Lord. He looks fucking terrible. Golly, come on. Like, you know how presidents look after their presidency? He looks like that during his presidency. How is that possible? What the fuck? Hold on, let me find it. There's just so much shit. When you're looking for one thing and then you find all these other things, you're like, wait, what the fuck? So I'm trying to find that video where the reporter was talking about Biden being there with the air raid horns and shit, but there were no air raid horns until he showed up. Uh-oh. Damn it, where is it? I can't find it. Oh, well. I'll look one more time. Why is Stacey Abrams in Nigeria observing an election? Do they want that person to lose? Is that what they brought her in? Because they wanted that guy to fucking lose? Because that's all she knows how to do politically is lose. She's a loser. She sucks. Damn it. I don't know. I can't find it. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. But since we're here, we see this.
Isn't she amazing? Oof. Ours, the reason she was very specific. I shouldn't digress probably, but I've read she was very specific recently, saying that a poor mother who lost 2 kids to fentanyl, that I killed her sons. Well, the interesting thing is that fentanyl they took came during the last administration. A little bit of
How do you know
Marjorie
that?
Taylor Greene and a few more, you're going to have a lot of Republicans running our way. Isn't she amazing? Oof.
What?
Ours, the reason she was very specific. I shouldn't digress probably, but I've read she was very specific recently, saying that a poor mother who lost 2 kids to fentanyl, that I killed her sons. Well, the interesting thing is that fentanyl they took came during the last administration. A little bit.
What a dick. Well, the fentanyl that they took came from the last administration. Oh my God. What else you got, you old bastard?
And I had a nurse named Pearl Nelson, military. She'd come in and do things that I don't think you learn in medical school, nursing school. She'd whisper in my ear. I couldn't understand them. She'd whisper, she'd lean down. She'd actually breathe on me to make sure that
Uh-oh. So if you can see, I didn't mean to exit out of that.
And I had a nurse named.
If you can see there, these are all black folks right here. These are all black folks. So, of course, wrapping up Black History Month, I got to tell a story about the old nurse Mammy that used to come in and do shit to me.
And Pearl Nelson, military. she'd come in and do things that I don't think you learn in medical school, nursing school. She'd whisper in my ear. I couldn't understand them. She'd whisper. She'd lean down. She'd actually breathe on me to make sure that there was a connection, a human connection. By the way, you docs are good, but if there's any angels in heaven, they're all nurses, male and female. You know why? You guys allow us to live. There's an awful lot of really good Republicans, but the MAGA Republicans are a different breed of cat. I want to make it clear.
They're a different
I'm
breed
going to
of
raise some
cat.
taxes. And I had a nurse named Pearl Nelson, military.
Holy shit. Hey, you fucking doctors, you're good. You're all right. Your white coats and your surgeries and stuff, but doctors and nurses are in heaven. God, what the fuck? Oh, man. Guys, how bad do you want to be on the outside looking in, laughing at somebody else having this as their leader? And he said, I'm going to make it clear, I'm going to raise your taxes. Wow. Oh, man, that poor son of a bitch. his old black nurse, Pearl Johnson, would come in and whisper stuff in his ear. Oh, my goodness. Oh. That dude. Boy, when he gets in front of black folks, he just says the stupidest shit ever. He just says the dumbest shit ever. Oh, man, he was raised in the black church. He had a black nurse. I'm surprised Joe Biden doesn't have cornrows. Why does Joe Biden not have cornrows and a gold grill? All the black folks he's been around his whole life. At the pool, remember he's at the swimming pool. He said he grew up in the black church. Yeah. That means you were in there at least every Sunday. I know I grew up in the black church. I was there on Wednesday for Bible study, Friday for choir practice, Sunday for service. Sometimes you had morning and evening service. I grew up in the black church. So I guess since he did too, I'm surprised he doesn't have a little more, soul, brother. Yo. Yeah, Cole. She sang Negro spirituals to him. Mm-hmm. That's what she was in his ear. She'd rub it, she'd stroke his hair. Mm-hmm. And he'd be nestled in her big black bosom. Sing to me, Pearl. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Pearl. I normally don't like you Negroes, but you're okay. Fuck. I was raised in the black church and the Puerto Rican church and the Catholic church. Man, why are you a politician if you spent so much time in church? Why aren't you like a clergyman or something? You're raised in all these damn churches. Weird. Church, but you became a politician. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, Pearl Johnson. I remember Pearl Johnson. We all had a Pearl Johnson in our life, didn't we? That's all right, Joe. Mm-hmm. That's okay, baby. Mm-hmm. You're 720 years old. Okay. That's enough, guys. Knock it off. Stop. Oh, I typed all that shit. It wasn't even typing. Son of a bitch. Green nukes. Hey, there he is. There she is. Hold on, let me get through these stupid ads for you. Oh, this little fucker. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Sorry, I got to share this with you guys, but I can't be the only one carrying around this bullshit. Boom. So this is Sean Penn, the actor slash activist. Sean Penn telling us what we need to do for Ukraine. We haven't done enough. Go ahead, Shauna.
I believe Ukraine really needs these fighter jets.
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is, having just returned from Ukraine about 10 days ago or so, is that the impact of President Biden's trip was extraordinary. I mean, that's extremely encouraging. I think that that one of the things that's concerned me, and I think that,
hey, get this motherfucker a coat because he's cold, or either that or he's doing a Terrence Howard impression. Well, I just came back from Ukraine, man. Oh, come on, man. Oh, why you sound like that?
There's no question, but that they need more ammunition, more long-range precision weapons, and yes, fighter jets.
Long-range precision weapons. Who put him in that fucking Von Dutch hat? And that was Sean Penn's military getup. Dude, he's doing a fucking Spicoli, dude. His hat says killer tacos, dude. Yeah, man. Because when you go in a national news outlet, bro, you want to wear a fucking hat that says killer tacos.
This and the issue really is that right now they're dying.
Man.
Every day they're dying. So what we are waiting for seems to still be attached to this, I would argue, overcautious concern.
I would argue. What do you mean? What are we waiting for? We've been showering these fuckers with equipment and money for a year. Waiting? We didn't wait for anything.
Related to nuclear weapons, because for one thing, if we're going to live in a world where a bully with nuclear weapons runs the show, there was a former intelligence
over concern for nuclear weapons. Can there be over concern with nuclear weapons? And Putin, that's who he's referring to, a bully with nukes, ruling the world. He doesn't rule the world. Not even close. Just because he's slapping those Ukrainian bitches around doesn't mean that he rules the world. He scares no one but Ukrainians.
Intelligence officer I'd spoken to in Ukraine at one point, he said, he doesn't want to live in that world, and Ukraine won't. And so I just think we have to make a clear decision to start saving lives, saving infrastructure. And what that means is supplying the Ukrainians. They have no interest in having Americans or others in the fight. They're ready to take.
Wait, finish that.
The fight themselves.
And they're not ready to take the fight themselves because we've given them $200 billion in military aid. That's not ready. You're not ready to take on the fight. You need more than bodies to take on a fight, Sean. Do you see anybody coming to America's aid when we go somewhere in the world and fight somebody? No, because we're ready. We have the money and we have the supplies. If somebody has to give it to you, you're not ready.
And their ability to transition on these platforms, be it the F-16s or when it comes to the Patriot.
You better be able to transition if we're giving you free multi-billion-dollar flying aircraft. You better be able to transition.
Is not. I don't think there's been an honest conversation about how quickly they can transition. I think there's a lot in the air about how long it takes, how maintenance, fueling, all of that. But there are a lot of many ways in which that can be, sped up tremendously.
As you know, President Biden flatly says that President Zelensky, quote, and I'm quoting the president right now, doesn't need F-16s now. So I wonder how you respond to President Biden.
What? They don't need F-16s now? Well, when they do, who's going to fly them? Do Ukrainian pilots know how to fly F-16s? Do we have a history of giving Ukrainians F-16s so they know how to use them? Because it sounds to me, if you don't have F-16s, you don't know how to fly F-16s. And if we do give you F-16s, we're probably going to have to supply the pilots to fly the F-16s. What does that mean? A U.S. pilot flying a U.S. aircraft and bombing Russia. What does that sound like? It sounds like a declaration of war between America and Russia. And I wonder whose wet dream that would be. I wonder who might benefit from us getting into another war. Are there any American entities that would benefit from another war? I wonder. Well, Jericho, it's not possible for a president to make it through his entire presidency without starting a new war. Uh-oh. Yeah, it is. The last guy did it. Trump promised no new wars, and he delivered no new fucking wars. We haven't been in one since Trump got into office, so don't tell me it's not possible. Fucking shit. Why would we send F-16 planes to a bunch of people who don't know how to fly them? Why? We wouldn't. We would send them to you with people who do know how to fly them, and that will be the beginning of World War III. Because if we get into a war with Russia, you better believe China's going to bring their little foot-bound asses over into the fight too. YouTube blocks comments. Out with Afghanistan, in with Ukraine. You damn right. Like a monkey swinging from vine to vine. You drop that one behind you and grab a new one. Yep, username the War Pigs benefit. Believe it or not, there are American companies who want us to go to war. They want those billions of dollars just flowing into the war zone, little to no oversight. And if there is oversight, guess who was just over at the contractor's house, the military contracting company's house, for dinner last weekend? So what oversight? Oh, Luciano, we heard. Loco Cortez. She's in a little trouble, mija. What happened, you little puta? Qué pena, mija. Qué pena. Let's see. AOC under investigation. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to talk about this shit mañana. Qué pena, mija. Stupid ass. You damn right, Vegas baller. Her womb is so polluted. She can have my fucking baby, man. Sean, thank God we have a great Navy. That's right. There's only two ways to get over here from China or any other than faraway countries. That's either by air or sea. And you ain't getting over here by sea. Air Force, you got him? Because I know the Navy got him. You ain't coming here across the fucking water. That U.S. Navy go out there and fuck you up, China. We won't have to fire a shot. All we got to do is go out there with some food and watch them Chinese sailors jump off that boat and swim to freedom. Them starving soldiers ain't going to die for you. Xi Jinping, Ling, 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 Ping, Ling, Ling. Remember that character from Drawn Together, Ling, Ling? Nicholas X, thank you, man, for the $7.77. April Fool's Day is canceled this year because no prank can match the unbelievable crap going on in the world right now. If only, Nicholas, this were the world's longest episode of Punk'd and Ashton Kutcher would just come running out like, I got you. I'd be like, oh, Ashton, you motherfucker, you did get me. I wish, but we all know it's real. We all know it's real. Hold on a second. Something else I just thought of. I'm going to have a different background tomorrow. in honor of Women's Heritage Month. I just want you guys to know that. I'm having a special background for you ladies. J954, thank you. Hey, Room 13. I know you're eating chimichangas and drinking horchatas and watching Blood In, Blood Out all day, but get your ass over to Major Mondays again. I don't think he's going to stop until I see you over there on Major Mondays, Room 13. I hope to. I hope to. My goodness. I can't wait to have that background up there. You ladies. Ladies. Oh, and I was thinking, I was watching some more coverage about what's her name? The former range master of Chicago, and how she got booted by a lot. She got bitch slapped by the city of Chicago. And her excuse is because of racism, because she's a black woman, which is funny because you say you didn't get reelected because Joyce Decker, I am on YouTube tomorrow, but it'll be members only. And don't worry, because you're a member. But it's funny how she didn't get reelected because she's a black lesbian, and she's upset about that. But she wasn't upset when she got elected because she was a black lesbian. Make no mistake, Mayor Googly Eyes, you are not in there for your qualifications. You are not based on your meritocracy. You are there based on what you got downstairs and whose genitals you decide to jam in your mouth. That's why you were there. And it's obvious by the shitty job you did. You weren't fucking qualified. This is what happens. And it made me think of how shitty diversity hires are. They suck. You're only going to be good at a job if you're qualified for it, if you have what it takes to do the job. If you're doing that job under any other pretenses, you're going to suck. You're going to fail. And in this case, her failure was not hers alone. She dragged down the city of Chicago with her. Last, 2021, homicides were 804. 2022, they were, I believe, 690 something, in the upper sixes. And she said homicide is trending down. Bitch, that's still too many. If there's 1,000 homicides in the next year, there's 950. You can't claim that as a victory. That's still way too many. That's almost a homicide a day. That's almost 2 homicides a day. Excuse me. So it's bad. It's because you're a black midget clam diver. That's why they didn't reelect you, but that's also why they elected you. Do not think for 1 second, Lori, that you are qualified. Do not think for 1 second that you are the best person for the job. Don't you dare. You are only there because of the color of the container that you come in and because the lower half of your face is shiny at night. That's the only reason why. Look at how bad you got beat. You got beat by 2 guys. You got beat by 2 people. It wasn't even close. You got fucked up. And it's because you're a black lesbian. But that's also why you were there in the first place. Tyrannizing. You got DP'd. You got DP'd, Lori. Both of those dudes got a hold of your ass and fucked you up. Look at the numbers. This dude beat her by more than double. Aaron M, that's right. Glock switch capital. Fully automatic Glocks. You want a fully automatic Glock? Go to Chicago. And if you can't find one, I guarantee you can hear one off in the distance. Dang, they both got you. Damn, Chicago don't want you, Lori. Chicago said, get that raggedy bitch out of here. And that Stephen A. Smith hairline. Dismissed, Lori. Cuban being, thank you again for the Hamilton. Every Cuban in Miami roasted Loco Cortez when she came here. Her soft, is it dolphin safe tuna? Manlit boyfriend. Oh, dude. Oh, it's her fiance now, Cuban being. Get it right. They have advanced to the next level of love. They're not just boyfriend and girlfriend. They're engaged. They're going to tie the knot. They're going to get hitched. And then she's going to get him pregnant. For sure. You know he lays on his back. You know he lays on his back. she's covering his mouth, telling him, shh, you're too loud. Ew. Why would you guys let me say something like that? Why? Why would you allow me to say something like that? That was disgusting. Ew. But enough of that. That's right, Nicholas X. Thank you. Thank you very much for becoming a member of Green Nation. Nation. Appreciate it, man. Trays up, scoot down. Another person at the cool kids table. Got one more here. Boom, there it is. Adam in. Thank you very much. Been waiting since Tuesday to hear your thoughts on Mayor Splinter's defeat. I talked more about it yesterday, Wednesday, yes. So if you want a little more, I talked about it yesterday. Now, she cried about racism and sexism. And I read her quote. She actually said those words out loud into a microphone and did not laugh after. Like, I'm just fucking with you guys. No, she was serious. She was dead serial. But we don't got to worry about that anymore because you are fired. Hit the unemployment line, but she won't. She'll do her media round. She'll probably be on The View. And she'll go around. She'll probably write a book, My Time in Chicago, Eating Puss While Mayor, you know, whatever the name of the book is going to be. She's not going to go away quietly, unfortunately. Because, you know, it's time for sympathy. It's time for the sympathy tour. Oh, you can't get reelected. Oh, they're sexist. So they'll go around patting her on the back. Clown car butthole bonanza. Time for me to bounce, JG. Got to spend time with my wife. You know how it is. Keep the seat warm, Green Nation. Catch the cool kids tomorrow. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member as well. Now go enjoy your time with your beautiful wife. J954, thank you. It's not disgusting, Local Cortez, fine as hell. I'm not saying it's disgusting. I'm saying it's disgusting what she does to her fiance. You're hurting me. You're hurting me, AOC. Shut up. Hand me that Capri Sun. That's nasty. You guys keep letting me say that. Don't do that. Ew. Yeah, Chrissy, she's going to dress like Al Capone. Somehow, I believe that Al Capone did more for the city of Chicago than her. I don't even know. I'm sure he killed less people. I'm sure Al Capone killed less people than Lori Lightfoot. Lori Lightweight. Sloth from Ice Age, whatever. Jamar Gilliard, full auto Chicago. They got a new, they're going to have a new range master. Where they're having a runoff. So they don't have a new range master yet, but whoever it is, it's going to be a Democrat. So for the city of Chicago on that one. All right, people, we're creeping up on 2 hours. 2 horas. So I appreciate you guys being here. Tomorrow I will be here. The question is, will you be here? Because tomorrow is the first. And you never forget your first. Tomorrow is the first members only live stream, meaning if you're not a member, we are going to close the door on you. I don't want to, but I have to. But that's not the end. You can still be a part of it. Become a member. If you do that, I will most certainly see you tomorrow. Do this, and I will see you tomorrow for the very first members only, all members live stream, the first Friday of every month. I cannot wait. We are going to have a great time. I'm very excited. And don't forget, I'm going to have a new background because it's Women's Heritage Month. Okay? It's going to be fun. Oh, great question, Creole Lady. What time? Same time. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be right here. Me and all of the cool kids with our Letterman jackets and cheerleader outfits. You want to be one of the cool kids? You know what to do. I'll show you one more time. One more time. Boom, right there. That is what you get for being a member. And tomorrow we have our very first members only live stream. I'm excited. And don't forget, Monday, as per usual, Jericho Green at locals.com. That's where you'll find me. Tuesday I'll be going live on Rumble. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be right here. Thank you guys very much. All of you that became members today, all of you that became members before today, I thank you all. Even if you're not a member, I thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, your contributions. I appreciate it. Mom Ranger 2010, I know I'll see you mañana. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. Oh, sheep will beware. I would, but I'm on a broke income. Hey, I'm not judging. When you can, come and join. If not, you know where I'll be. Appreciate it. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man up. Out.